Check, check. One, two. Hope it sounds good. I'm gonna have to check the levels after this and see if it sounded okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm back. I'm back on the stream here. I just been laying a little bit low. I go in the chats a little bit, but I've been trying to focus a little bit on just certain things in certain areas, and it's been paying off. Um, so so that's good. Um, Once you can focus, you get a rhythm, and once you get that rhythm, you find that you start to do things over and over, which pretty much is like sharpening your tools and using them. Uh, you know, so instead of it every time you go back to it, it's foreign. You kind of get a rhythm of what it takes to get certain tasks done that would normally take you hours. Now it takes you probably minutes. So, um, that's I guess a little bit of personal development. Um, but back to this. We're so I just got back from Hungary, and so a little bit of backstory. My wife's mother, who is Hungarian, who lives in Hungary, she had a heart attack. What was it, last year? It was no, she didn't have a heart attack. I apologize. She went to the doctor and they said that her heart, um, well, she needed heart surgery. So um, we couldn't make it there. Uh, Basically, I busted my ass driving that dump truck and throwing stuff up there and getting things done. And we basically saved up enough money to be able to take the family to go see her mom. She had already had the heart surgery. She's doing well. Um, and I tell you what, she still has a lot of energy. That woman is on the go. When the rooster goes cock a doodle doo, man, she's probably the one who woke his ass up. Um, um, but I tell you what, man, so we went to Hungary. We took both of the kids. Last time we went, we only had one daughter, and this time we had two daughters, and four people. You know, round trip, boom. Uh, Overall, man, it was just a great experience and a great trip. And it was, I tell you, the hospitality was second to none. I'm not saying that everybody in Hungary is was would be just that good, but I tell you the level of hospitality that my family and I experienced, um, from my wife's family just confirms that I chose well in a partner. You know, um, she her family just treated us just so great. They took us everywhere we needed to go. My wife, she translated everything. They even had a son that could speak a little bit of English. My nephew David, and and you know, uh, and 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 when I, oh man, and everybody on my wife's side and her and his wife, my wife's brother's wife, she was great. The last time we went 11 years ago, her family was great. They took us in and we killed the pig and made sausage, and it was good. Now, as far as going out into the shops and stuff, every once in a while, you like, especially when you're in the outer, like the inner areas of Hungary, you tend to get a few looks if you look like me, because right now they do have refugee and migrant crisis type situation going on over there. People knocking on the door, trying to get in, trying to come through. You got the EU trying to pressure Hungary to take in people, uh, when it's not their responsibility really to take in people if they don't really want to. And it's not that everyone over there, loves um, Orban. I mean, I'm sure he's made some enemies probably, but knowing that your whole country could just change overnight like that, they're pretty protectionist of their, I guess, Hungarian identity, um, which is understandable. So I had to look at myself a little bit differently 3 days in, because I almost got arrested because I didn't want to bother my mother-in-law and my wife while they were talking. So I went outside and I thought I was just going to take a walk, and I did. But before I did that, I jumped over her fence, and there everybody has fences. Everybody had fences. Um, and I jumped over it to get out, and I just walked up the street, well, the road, towards where I think I don't want to disrespect anybody or call them outside of what they are, but you go one way, and there were more people who look like they could be gypsies, and then you go the other way, and then it's like the non-gypsies, you know. So I went the gypsies way, and there was an old man standing in the middle of the street, and he said something to me, and you could tell that he wasn't happy with my response, which was, "I don't know what the hell, I don't know what you're saying, dog." So I walk up a ways. I came back. The whole time it probably took about what, 10 minutes or so. I walked back down, and police pull up real fast. Says, what are you doing? I was like, I was just taking a walk. And he said something in Hungarian. I guess he was saying, "Do you speak Hungarian?" I said, "No, I speak English." I said, "I'm Amerikai." And so he kind of understood it. So one of them could speak some English, and he says, "Why are you walking?" I said, "I was tired of sitting in the house reading." He says, "What?" And he said, "Do you have a passport?" I said, "Yes, it's in that house right there." So I walked over and I called my wife, and it was three of them. It was three police officers, and and um, and then I called her out, and I said, "Yutka, And he goes, "Well, he speaks a little Hungarian." I said, "Kichi, Kichi," which means very little. Um, so she brings my passport out. They're talking, and then I kind of get not yelled at, but kind of reprimanded a little bit for jumping over the fence, and uh, and and so then I kind of realized, wow, okay, this is a reality. That another thing I have to be aware of. You know, Um, so there's certain things when you go to other countries, man, you definitely have to kind of know what the deal is, where you at, you know. And if you're gonna go to these countries, I would say definitely learn the language if you can, and if you can't, learn some key phrases, and it would help if you could understand what somebody's saying. So what I would probably do is look up videos, listen to people as much as you can. And that's what I've been doing, because I'm going to take it on myself and say that not learning the language is somewhat disrespectful. Um, and if you think about it, just think about if somebody comes here and just like, oh, I don't have to learn that, you know. because I'm around people I know. You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes you feel some kind of way. And this is old um uh, what do you call it? Culture. They have a lot of history. They go back. They've already tried to take people into their country, and it went south. And so they said, all right, none of that. And Hungary used to be a lot bigger before the treaty, and then the treaty went south, and then it got broken up into the outer countries. And so they have history of dealing with touchy situations when it comes to territory and sovereignty. So I could tell going there that they had done something about cleaning up a few things, which is cool if you're getting that EU money. There's certain things that I would probably you know says, all right, yeah, we can use money for that, but yeah, definitely hold on to your country's sovereignty and rights. But so enough with all that. So we got there, man. I tell you what, when I talk about the hospitality, I'm gonna try to do this screen share again. I got a few pictures. I wanna. Oh, here's one. Yeah. All right. So this picture right here is of me mocking myself jumping over the fence, and we were at the McDonald's, and yeah, and my kids were like, "What? You got to pay for ketchup?" Yeah, you got to pay for ketchup. Oh boy. Yeah, so that was me mocking jumping over the fence and half getting arrested. Um I wish I could do this a different way, but I guess I got to stop it after everyone. So show I'm going to cut off the camera because I think it's slowing things down. But I'm just going to be showing pictures. All right. Oh, this dude. Y'all got to see this dude. All right. So we're driving around Budapest, right? We're chilling in Budapest. And this dude drives by on this motorcycle, and at first I didn't know what her brother was talking about. He was like, look. I look at the guy. I didn't notice all them damn mirrors. I was look at all those mirrors, dude. I got video too. I took pictures of everything, and look at his hat. His hat has got these like all Hungarian out. But dude, man, he's got enough mirrors to see everything. I'm trying to figure out if that was after or if that was before when we went to the mountains. Oh yeah, took a picture from of one of the Parliament building. That was kind of cool. We were kind of up near the museum. I think we were at a museum. We went up this mountainside. Man, oh, and I went to the highest point in Hungary, and that's in a place called uh, Kekestete. And I'm gonna show you the picture of the rock. Might even show the tower. So yeah, that's like the Parliament building. I was over there, and actually, you know what? I even filmed the changing of the guard. I don't know if it's illegal or not, but I'm at some point when I get around to uh all my duties and whatnot of editing, I'm gonna have to show y'all some of them videos. I ate like what was that I ate? I ate like chicken balls. Yeah, man, they had me eating some kind of crazy shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at me. I'm all decked out in my Carolina gear. Hell yeah. I was representing Tar Heels everywhere I went. I was like, yo, you know Michael Jordan? They're like, Michael Jordan, isn't he a basketball player? I was like, yeah, everybody know who Michael Jordan is. Come on, man. He went to my school. Anyway, that's basically how I was, you know. That's probably why they were like, "Yo, man, who's this? Who's this cat?" But yeah, this picture right here was when we went to the highest point in Hungary, and that's at this mountain. It's called Kekestet, and yeah, they had this tower. Got this little coffee shop at the top of the tower, and I just bought a espresso and down that bad boy. And you could tell, man, it was kind of like you could see other Hungarians that were there who that was probably their first time being there, and it meant something. You know what I'm saying? I was up at the top video and the art that they had up there, you know. I was hell, I even videoed the clouds that passed by. I was like, I'm getting shots of everything, man. But it was like that's not my lane though, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm not the tourist type. And that's why it was hard for me, man. I'm not the type to just be going places and being like, yeah, let's go see everything. So I had like a cap every day at about 4 o'clock. I pretty much lost it. And I did, and it was just short of like cussing somebody out or getting that pissed off where I was just like done, right? So I pretty much shut down. And then at one night they wanted to go see the lights. I'm like, man, I know what lights look like. And this we were in Budapest. They're like, yo, man, people we're like famous for our lights over Budapest, right? And I'm like, hey man, hey, I'm going back to the bed, man. Y'all go ahead and get some pictures of the lights. Here, take the tablet, take some pictures of the lights. You know what I'm saying? I had reached my cup had runneth up to about that point, and I didn't want to like offend nobody. I was tired. We had been walking, up mountains and shit. Like, man, don't have me out here. But and it was like it always seemed like anytime I started to do something I wanted to do, we had to hurry up and leave and go to do the next thing. I'm like, what the hell, man? So we finally, one of the reasons I went, well, not one of the reasons I went, but like one of the things I wanted to make sure I did when I got there was get one of these Hungarian horse whips, man. I got one and I'm going to show it to you. Maybe I'll take a picture and do like a separate thing on that. That has its own whole story. But I don't know. Anyway, somebody on. All right, so this is about what 4 o'clock. This is after 4, almost 5 o'clock. So I had already, I think, almost cussed somebody out like 30 minutes before this picture right here was taken. Maybe 45 minutes. I apologize to the Hungarian people. Sometimes, we just get to a certain point. We take enough, and then that's it. And sometimes we a little loud. Everything's okay. We're not, all the time going to hurt somebody. It's just, sometimes you catch a little attitude, you give it back. And sometimes you just can't control how loud it is when it comes out. Anyway, I got my whip. And then right after that, we went to this little bird sanctuary right next door, again for the kids. So we had to hurry up and rush me to get my whip. And then we went over and entertained the kids, which was great. The kids had fun, and I'm still fuming. But like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all about that in another thing. Just remind me to, yo, man, tell us what happened when you bought the horsewhip story. You know, the Hungarian horsewhip. So we went in this sanctuary and we seeing all these eagles and hawks and little birds, and basically they took these like chickens, these little dead chickens, and fed the big birds. And I'm like, I guess I guess those ones aren't that important, right? Um but these birds get injured, they be flying in the shit, and then it's like, oh, let's take them over here so they can just live the rest of their life in captivity and just look at people watch them, right? And my daughter, she got a chance to like hold one of the eagle hawk buzzard things or whatever, and she's holding this thing, and she's the type, she's like if you ever seen that movie, uh shit, I don't know, there was this girl in the movie, and maybe it was Jennifer Lawrence, Hunger Games, I think. She was the first one to jump down the damn hole, and there was a net down there. Okay, so that's like my daughter. She's like the first person to like volunteer for some crazy shit, right? Like she was the first person. We just left the mountain, right? She was the first person to volunteer to do the glass blowing thing, and I got some video of that too. But so so this dude in Hungarian says, "Who wants to hold my eagle buzzard hawk thing here?" And she's like, "I do," in English, right? And he was like, "Okay." And he's like, "All right, just don't make any sudden movements. Don't do this. Don't do that." And I don't know what the hell he's saying, but my wife's translating everything, right? And I'm like, "Oh shit, man, this thing might claw my baby up. Don't make me kill this motherfucker out here." So she's holding it, and it was awesome and shit, right? But afterwards, dude, he comes up and he's like, to my wife, and he tells him, he's like, "Hey, man, if you want to hear this bird talk, um, just go to the um, to the front and ask them about it." And and so I was like, "Oh, okay, they're gonna make the bird talk, cool." So I come up while everybody's spread out, kind of, I got my eyes on some shit, right? But I come up to this raven. I think it's a raven. It's either I don't think it's a crow. I think it's a raven. And I swear to you not, the raven goes, "Negro, I I if dude, I swear to you, this this raven bird said negro. The bird said negro." And I look at the bird and I'm like, did this bird just just call me Negro? Right? This bird just called me Negro. And I was like, oh shit, maybe it's just a smart ass bird, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what's up? What's up, Negro? And that's the last time I heard him say it, right? And then later on, I'm like watching the bird. I'm like, damn, this bird knows I'm here, man. This bird is trying to communicate and shit. My kids, after they finish playing on the park and shit, my kids, my wife, they come over with a spray bottle and they start spraying the damn bird. They say, you just spray the bird and he talks. And the bird's flying around the damn cage because bird don't want to be sprayed and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? This is my homeboy Raven Bird, dude. Be spraying my bird, trying to make him talk. I was like, no, no, I can't do this. I can't do. Hey, I just almost cussed somebody out 45 minutes and now they spraying my bird. Okay. I wasn't in a good mood at that point in the damn day. All right. And eventually, I think they kind of figured out my schedule, and I didn't quite understand my schedule fully myself until I just had to be on the go all the damn time. Go, 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 go. It just doesn't work for me. I got to take breaks. I need to go somewhere and be by myself and just, cuss under my breath. And then I'm good for another, at least an hour or two, three. But if you always have me around people, you know, I need a time to like time to myself. But anyway, everybody was great. Everybody was great. I loved every family member I met. Um, and I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to just bust my ass and focus physically and mentally so that I can take my daughters and my wife back to see their family in Hungary every year, um, like I did last year. So that's the goal. And I might go back to Hortobaj. That was in Hortobaj. Yeah, that's my Negro bird, my Negro raven bird friend. Yeah. Anyway, let me turn the screen share off. Sign off. Anyway, this is D Train. And yeah, this is my first time back, man. This is my first live stream on this side of things, man. And I'm happy to see some of y'all. I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to the chat. Like I said, it's my first time back and I'm getting back in the swing of things. And I was trying to focus on the story that I was trying to tell and the pictures and everything. But I appreciate y'all stopping through. To that, I will say, therefore, on the other hand, nevertheless, word and peace.